Hi, and welcome back to Talk of the Town. We're going to talk a little bit about cleaning today as we are eventually, it will happen, transitioning into spring. I'm joined now by Dora Monroe with Class A Cleaning. Thanks for being with us.
Well, thank you for having us.
Well, I love having you back. Now, you are the owner and CEO, executive of Class A Cleaning. You got a great crew, but I want to introduce you to viewers at home. Just a little bit about what kind of company this is and what services you provide.
Class A Cleaning is a janitorial and residential cleaning company. We do, on the residential side, we are biweekly, weekly, daily, whatever you choose. Some of our services can be customized according to what you need. Right now, we're running a cleaning special, which is a free cleaning with a cleaning service plan. So we call it a plan because contracts are kind of scary to most people, and this really is a plan to get your house in order. It's a great plan if you plan on having your house put on the market this spring. If you start now, by the time you're ready to put it on market, the house is prepared, staged out for photos and showings.
That's awesome. Yeah. So you get a free clean with a 6-month service plan.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Absolutely. And if you decide to stay on with that 6 months and say, you know, well, I decide that I just want to stay on, well, there are other incentives for staying on board.
Oh, how nice. That's wonderful. How nice to have that regular service plan too. Oh, such a joy. Let's talk a little bit about what you're seeing as we are going to be transitioning into spring here, as the winter will eventually come to a close. What kinds of things are you seeing in the cleaning world?
I'm not quite sure. This year, I think we're seeing an increase in construction cleanup. There are a lot of different build-outs on retail spaces because of the building initiative that's taking place in Madison right now.
Yeah.
You see a lot of the apartments with the retail space in the bottom areas, and so we're getting calls to do construction cleanup on retail spaces at this time. So it's kind of different. Last week, I think we received 3 calls like within one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really
so
incredible.
yeah.
And one of the things we've talked about off camera, we won't get into it today, but there is a really different way that you have to clean up a construction site.
Absolutely.
To make sure that you get everything, because lots and lots of dust.
Lots of dust.
We'll cover that later. But one thing I want to talk a little bit about today that I think is interesting is some common complaints that people have about cleaning. So there's some sort of basics that you kind of know to pay attention to.
Yes. One of the number one complaints is putting the trash cans back in the place that you got them from on the office side of it. On the residential side of it, it's usually dusting. The dusting is probably not as thorough as it should be. It's kind of spotty. Sometimes people don't pick things up and dust underneath and dust the item and then place it down. Those are the kind of complaints that we usually see that are common complaints.
Common cleaning complaints. Well, you guys do such a good job with that kind of stuff, making sure those details are paid attention to. And part of the reason is because you have a really thorough training program. Let's talk a little bit about that before we go.
Yes. This is a training program that we followed. It's called the Class A Cleaning to Perfection Training Program. And so it goes through like 5 different steps on perfection to cleaning. Now, no one is perfect, but this will help you to clean to perfection. And I think that's the benchmark that we usually try to hit. And it's a really great program. It's thorough. Typically, they do this program, they read through, watch the videos before they're placed on site or go out to clean at a residential site. And then there's an actual walkthrough and having them demonstrate what they were trained on so that you ensure that they follow the techniques. Because a lot of times the cleaning is not how hard you work, but how well you work. And the techniques will get the perfection that you're looking for.
Right, work smarter, not harder.
Absolutely.
It's nice to have a step-by-step process to follow,
Absolutely.
know what's expected. Well, Dora, always a pleasure to chat with you. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Dora, again, is with Class A Cleaning from residential up to even big construction projects. I want to thank all of our guests for joining us today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Talk of the Town.